so I figured I'd do a video on this. It's probably way past a date you want to actually harvest this particular vegetable, but this is called the Daikon radish, and I got to get this thing out of here because it's just laying all over my pepper plants and stuff, and it's got to come out. So we have to pull it out and see how big the root is. It's pretty big. Now normally when you grow these radishes, don't let them get this big, this particular type of radish, because the root stops growing once it goes into the flower stage. Okay, so you can see the size of this plant, that all the energy went into the plant and it stopped making the root. If you keep cutting off the flowers and you just keep it from flowering, this root will actually get quite big. This root, I've seen this root get as long as, I don't know, 12 inches I've had them get long. But this one actually is short. I'm kind of disappointed with that. I thought it would be a little bigger. But I'm not going to do a taste test on it. This is way past generally this root right now is like a piece of wood. But this root is a very, if you're into radishes, that's a radish that you would probably want to grow for that reason. It's a very spicy radish. For me, I cannot eat this radish at all. Though what I will say is the reason why I have Daikon radish seeds is because I sprout them and I eat the radish sprouts. I can't eat the root like that per se, but growing them as sprouts don't bother me. Eating the root, that will really bother me. So maybe I'll do a video on eating radish, the Daikon radish sprouts and how to do sprouting and how I do it in a jar. I use a mason jar and I do my sprouts in there. And then I eat them raw in my salad, just like pull them out what you want and eat them. But you can't leave them in there too long because they will start to get fungal. But yeah, that's it. That's what's left of this radish. It just rooted off the wrong way. It should have made a bigger root than that. But anyway, just a quick video on the Daikon radish. And I'm going to take this plant and actually stick it in my pond, because as you can see, it's making seed. It's got tons of seed pods on it, and so I don't want it to die necessarily yet. I just want it out of my garden so I can work in the garden. So I'll probably stick this in my pond, and actually I'll take you with me. Come on, let's go for a little walk here, and we'll let this finish out its term in my garden. We'll let it continue to flower in there, and then get the seed from it for next year, and then we'll do a sprouting video for you. Now I planted these one time in my garden, and they've been coming up every year for I don't know how long now, like forever. So basically what I do, just for the sake of letting this thing finish I just stick that bottom part of the root in there, just let that sit like that. And then that way these seed pods can finish developing. And once they start getting past that point, I'll just pull this thing out. Once the pods look like they're in good enough shape, I'll just pull that thing out and take the pods off and chuck that into my compost pile, my compost area back there. All right, so yeah, just a quick video on the Daikon radish. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.